I wanna be free. I wanna just live inside my Cadillac. That is my. And I'll throw it up. That's what it is. MICADILLAC. Can't see me through my tents. I'm riding real slow, and my paint wet, dripping, shining like my 24s. I don't got 24s, but I'm on those Vogues. That's those big white walls, round them 100 spokes. Old school like Old English in that brown paper bag. I'm rolling in that same whip that my granddad had. Hello, haters, y'all mad. 30K on the caddy, now how backpack rap is that?
I got that off-black Cadillac, midnight drive. Got that gas pedal lean back, taking my time. I'm rolling out, roof up, flitting in sky. I shine. The city never looks so bright.
Man, I'm lounging in some Bernie Mac, would have been prouder. Looking down from heaven like, man, that's stylish. Smiling, don't pay attention to the mileage. Can I hit the freeway illegally going 120 easy? We've been in and out of the traffic. Can I catch me? I'm smashing, I'm ducking, bucking. I'm out here, I'm looking fucking fantastic. I am up in the classic. Now I know what it's like under the city lights, riding into the night, driving over the bridge, the same one we walk across as kids. Knew I'd have a whip, but never one like this. Old school, candy paint, a two-seater. Yeah, I'm from Seattle. There's hella Honda Civics. I couldn't tell you about paint either. But I really wanted the caddy, so I put in the hours and moved over to the dealer, and I found the car dream. As I brought him with the skeezer, got the keys, and as I was leaving, I started screaming.
Got that off-black Cadillac, midnight drive. Got that gas pedal lean back, taking my time. I'm rolling out, roof up, flitting in sky. I shine. The city never looks so bright.
Backwoods and dope, white hoes in the backseat snorting coke. She doing line after line like she writing rhymes. I had her inhaling my love, trying to blow her mind. Cadillac pimpin', my uncle was on 14, I stole his keys, me and my niggas gone. Stealing portions of his liquor, water in his Patron. Driver smiling like I won up on the pottery homes. Tires with the spokes on it, in the Vogue suit. Mustard and mayonnaise, keeping the buns all on my dogs. Hanging out the window, youngest wheels frontin' like a bow. Trying to maul, double whip, see what's poppin' at the mall. Need a bad badge, lap a booty with my paws. You can fuck I was tearing down the walls, on walls and all. Some swing sides, had her hypnotized. Grip the leather steering wheel where I grip the thighs. See the lust stuck up in the eyes. Maybe she like the ride, or does she like the smoke? Or does she want to love? Cause this shit a Couteville, so you never know. So we cruise for minutes, my the limit. Got a window tinted for showing gangsta in it. Slide till the gas is finished. Cute.
Off-black Cadillac, midnight drive. Got that gas pedal lean back, taking my time. I'm rolling out, roof up, flitting in sky. I shine. The city never looks so bright. Got that off-black Cadillac, midnight drive. Got that gas pedal lean back, taking my time. I'm rolling out, roof up, flitting in sky. I shine. The city never looks so bright, so bright, 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 bright,
Down in Denver, live at Casa del Smoke. This the midday burn. Fired up. I'm Dr. D.B. Kush.
DJ Longhair don't care.
The V-Jam's on.
S-O-S. Smoke one, son. Y'all tuned in to the Midday Burn. I ain't shit. On www.onebludradio.com, KSOSDB Denver. It's the Midday Burn. Fired up.
Fired up.
I'm fired up. How you doing today? How's everyone doing today?
Doing very well. We're still talking about yesterday, man. and I guess the preceding week, really.
Yeah, it was crazy. Last
guess-
time I looked at it, it was like 214 in moving.
I guess I'll still try and ask that question that I've been trying to say to you, because I'm not. I mean, I get your answer, but I'm not exactly satisfied with it. Because when I look at
You
things,
don't understand neighborhood
Right.
politics. See, I mean,
That's
it's
what
like
I'm saying
walking
is
into a
I'm trying to
drive-in and
understand
not knowing
the
neighborhood
holidays.
politics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, and it's just the same as going to the court of law. Ignorance of the law is your fault. And when you get two veterans to tell you
right?
these things are probably gonna happen, you probably should have thought that we both know this market.
Right. Well, and I guess that's more my question is what is it about this market that made you think that? Because when I want to think about a controversy in rock and roll that has had as much people passionately involved in it as this local argument has, I've got to think to the idea
They're
of
getting checks. That doesn't add up.
Metallica fans
They're
and
getting
Guns N'
checks.
Roses fans, or Neil Young fans and
They're
Leonard
getting
Skinner
checks.
fans,
So
or
they're
Nirvana
easier to
fans and
look over
Pearl
that.
Jam fans. You know, I mean,
It's easier for them to look over it. You have a big check come in every month with residuals and royalties. It's easier to look over. But when you're in that crab in the barrel in the bucket and you're trying to climb out and no one in this market has done it yet, the last thing you need to do is somebody run around and try to stain your name. And say it's it's for friends. I get what he said. I totally get what he said.
well,
You can't
yeah, I
smack
mean
me
that's
and say hi.
that's
Come
definitely
on, bro.
something that first off,
Hey, how you doing? Come on.
right, first off, that's the first thing is that in the rock side of the music industry, you don't really call that many people out anyway. It's not a thing that seems
It's
to
not
happen
that
like
kind of
as
thing
much
matters in music.
as in
See,
hip hop.
rap is almost like a derivative of where the neighborhood came from. And a lot of the street people turned rappers. Therefore, a lot of street politics flipped over into rap.
Never heard it that way. That's good.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
I mean, just look at it.
So rap is essentially where punk was in the 1970s, where it was a bunch of people, not necessarily fighting other
Denver
punk
is
bands, but
in
they
like-
were the
in
rough,
like
salty
1970.
people run around.
No, we're not 1970. I don't know where you got that theory.
Well,
at. That's not bullshit.
What I
You
see,
sound like that damn
people from the
Antonio
streets
on
in
the
New York
internet.
City
But
has
where
advanced
the
past that.
politics-
This don't happen.
And the
That's
lifestyle
not
were
true.
really rough.
Go look
There
at the
were
internet. They just had a boy that got shot in the studio in New York over a rap beef. That's not true. It happens everywhere. Rap is derived from our communities. It is part of our culture, and the culture that is a very big population of rap. Sorry to say, it's come from the urban gang neighborhood. Look at your stars. Look at the biggest guys that's out right now. They all come. Marcy neighborhood, Bronx this. Everyone comes from an urban environment where gang members turned into rappers.
Not Marcy, not Jay-Z. Because Marcy, when he was in Jay-Z, he wasn't in no gang in Marcy.
Okay. None of his peoples was. None of them. You're
Right.
right. And Rockefeller wasn't built off gang members either. You're right. Beanie Siegel wasn't slapping DJ dramas and running around and doing all the gang shit going back to the pen more than any rap group's person that could have. You're right.
Well, I'm
That's
saying,
not
I
true.
said Jay-Z. I didn't say Rockefeller.
Well,
itself.
according to his friends, he
That's what he
could.
No.
According to his documentaries,
That's
when you
not
look
true.
at them, they have him moving drugs.
I'm from Brooklyn and we're from the Marcy area.
But that ain't what he
That's not
says. That's not what he says.
That's not true.
Well, I guess
Everybody got that big persona and say
I'm talking
what
about
people talk.
Jay-Z's documentaries.
I'm saying
Go
what
watch
people
them.
talk about, it's not always like that.
Right, but
All right.
you don't know what Jay-Z did. That's you telling us
Oh,
what
now you're
this
gonna
man
tell me I'm
did.
not from New York now, all right?
I didn't say you wasn't from New
Okay.
York. I said you don't know what Jay-Z did.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
But I'm saying now, if he did it in the, back in the time, and
Right.
he's not still trapped in the
Of
time where
course
that
he's
makes
not.
a difference like that.
Right, he's getting money. It goes back to what I said in the beginning. He got paychecks now.
Right.
But I bet you if you'd have ran up on him doing reasonable doubt and with that bullshit, and you'd ran up on that posse, you look at the documentary. They was renting limos they couldn't afford, jumping out. He had Damon Dash and all the hood niggas around him from out there rolling with him, creating this look. He said, I didn't have the money to afford these limos or give you this look. And we started moving work. Work turned into reasonable doubt. Look at his documentary. It says it in there. I'm not
seen
making
it.
the words up.
I seen
I'm
it.
going off the documentary.
I seen it.
And they pulled up in them limos and they gave that bully persona and took over areas which people thought, once again, using neighborhood tactics. So if you're a guy that's on B-boy music, probably shouldn't call out dudes that's from street kind of music. That's all I'm saying. Because you can't act like...
So really you're saying this
everybody's
goes more
amazed.
towards like the old... Just from my understanding, this goes more towards the old... And it's disappeared now, but the old rift between punk and metal. You know, punk always thought they were louder, faster, harder. Metal always thought they were louder, faster, harder. Punk hated how glam the faggy metal boys were. Metal hated how ghetto the punk boys were, you know, so...
And like I said, you have a very big city here. This is the biggest city in the world, or say biggest city in the United States. The biggest state that no one's majored in this industry. There's no real hip-hop person that you could say you see at the Grammys or at MTV Awards, the BET Awards. So everyone feels like that crab in the bucket. Everyone feels like I'm next. So the last thing you want to do is waste time with some guy that has no
significance
things
at all.
No things that you run up, like you're picking up people that put a lot of work in their time and craft in the city, and their names came out, and maybe they wasn't as bad, but you have people that have big teams under them. And I don't know if you understand gang life, but if you called out Bugsy Malone, or if you called out one of the big gangsters, you can bet his goons are coming. And the same thing is on the street. So that's what you had to think about, and that's what I kind of explained to him, and kept wanting to make sure he knew that these guys might not say nothing, but it's their guys.
So from another standpoint, do you think that is something that is just part of the current progression of the culture of it, and will eventually transgress more to where, you know, like I said, in rock and roll, there's more of a fuck you, fuck it attitude anymore, where if somebody's going to throw a fit about somebody else, they're not going to, you know, fuck you, go away. I just want to play with you.
It ain't happened yet in hip hop.
Right.
We've lost the DJ from Run DMC to somebody running in. You've had Pac and Biggie. You've had big rappers continuously get shot down over hip hop, rap, street beefs. It sucks, but it's part of the culture. So when you decide to dive in that part of the culture, you should do your research. It's not the culture's problem to educate you. It's you to be educated about the culture. You can't act like you're
right.
so
Ignorance
surprised
is not
nobody
a defense,
responded.
Ever.
And
Ignorance
everyone went
is not a
to
defense.
what they do. This is what they do in Colorado. This is what they do in Denver. First thing first, oh, you called me out? When I see you at the club, I'm going to beat your ass. And the thing about it is...
Well, him being from the California area, I would have thought it was, you know...
It would have been reversed.
A lot more hardcore out there. And I don't know, maybe that's somewhere where he felt comfort in it, is thinking, it's only Colorado. I don't know.
Well, that's where you messed up. That would be a mess up.
Right. Well, and that's the way Colorado's always been. Colorado's really always been the number 3... Well, not always, but since probably about 1980, when we went heavily into the tech industry and making businesses like that really
only in Colorado
reasonable to be here.
Well,
just like in Silicon Valley and all of that stuff. But yeah, Colorado boomed in the 80s.
You don't even know these men. It'd be different if you knew the men. You don't even know the guys. You don't even know the guys, and then you come out with the song afterwards and you say, "This is just to get your attention." Well, Ray, you might like a person to walk up and slap you and say hi, but most people don't like that. I'm just saying.
Fight. Ain't nobody gonna walk up and slap
Right,
me.
and that's what these niggas are saying, all right, Ray? That's what they're saying, is we can fight. And guess what their teams are saying? We can fight.
Right.
You goddamn, and you know what? See, the thing that looks at it that makes it look bad, right, is that they're deep. You know what I'm saying? Between the two camps that deal with YF, they're pretty deep. So the first thing people do when they research, they don't know these guys ain't into that. Guess what they researched, V-Jazz? How deep they was. So automatically, why you think everybody's whole teams is activated? Because they're feeling like we might have to go against our whole squad.
Right.
But these guys don't want no part of it, and they didn't even want him to do it. That's why we did the show yesterday.
You think, I guess that would have been another question, do you think they would have backed him on it if he would have said he's doing it?
Some would, some wouldn't. That's what I believe by the conversations, no matter where everything's going. Some people don't think it was a smart marketing move. And I'm just saying that, me personally,
well,
I thought
that's just it, though, is how many, you know, from the parent side of things,
Maybe
you can
nationally
only
it might
tell
be a
your
great
kids
move.
what you think and let them make
Right.
the decision. So how many
But
of them
nationally it might
you
be a
still
great
think
move.
would have
We don't
stood
know.
by him, even though they would have said, like Albies and like you, how many people would have stuck by him enough, though? You know, not just jump ship or whatever.
Well, we're going to see what happens now. And I got to believe that, you know, once you stir the pot up in your organization, the pot keeps bubbling. And if you don't figure out a way to either cut out what's going on or fix it,
As long as
will
you can
bubble
keep it a
over.
nice simmer rather than boiling over, right?
Right. And that's what his issue is going to be right now, is
Keeping everybody together.
right, because let somebody walk up to one of the group members and involve them in this or come at them about this.
And they're
It's
done.
gonna.
with it. Yeah.
It's not gonna be just them. It's the other people's gonna start thinking, do I want to be involved with this shit? That's what you got to worry about. And that's why I asked him, do you think this is the smartest move? Because honestly, he had a great buzz working. He was heading in the right direction. I know everybody wants to speed up, but you have to map out your road before you dive on the street. You know, and that's just what you got to do. And I think that it showed that a lot of it was mapped out, but just a little bit that was really important was missed.
Well, and it's still really too early to tell what everything is. I mean, for the moment,
The numbers
and
of
that
the
was-
show show it.
right? For the
It's
moment,
too early
it's
to
been
tell.
positive. Well, I don't know because
It
it
ain't.
could, if it's the wrong type of publicity, it'll simmer over and he's gone.
I was wrong, yeah, because see, the thing about it is,
If it's the wrong
You
type of
want-
publicity, this is all
you
he's
want
getting.
more
If
club
it's the right
promoters
publicity,
to do what that club promoter
Right.
did and say,
right?
you can't come in here, you can't come in here, because if you get blackballed out the clubs, you virtually have put water on your shit.
Well, and I don't know if you want to talk about it, but it sounded like you did some research and found that that situation was really a lot more slanted even than YF said himself, you know, that that situation was...
But I mean, it wasn't just
But-
that though.
but-
in the fact of that owner, let's get
That's just part of the
If
aftermath.
I know in advance,
That's
if
not
you
the
come in
cause.
my bar,
That's just an
they're
effect.
going to tear my stuff up.
Right. That's understandable.
So I stopped you at the door. I stopped you at the door because I don't
Right.
let you in. But I do believe in the fact that he probably should have took the other guy and got him to go back
You
in.
probably should have done
and got him to leave.
handled things
Because
different.
if I actually leave my property, you do got to leave my property. You can't keep standing around either. Because that's aggravating the situation.
Right.
And I know me as an owner, I turn into security. And I might have removed your ass. See, that's me. Me. So I can't be mad at that owner. Because when somebody asks me to leave,
that's
I
the
leave.
reason I would have security. That, you know, because it doesn't matter if I'm the bar owner and what rights I think I have, or even what rights I know I have. I hired security for a reason. They're licensed. They get in. If
I know.
there's a fight, I just hire another company. It doesn't look bad on
But
me.
I'm not going to have you tearing my stuff up.
Right. Oh yeah. No, that's why I have my.
tearing my stuff up.
No, you're right.
And if
I
they're
wouldn't have-
outside doing it. Imagine when you had a show. It was going really nice. Imagine if that would have came inside and they started all that yelling. Everyone would have left.
Right.
You
Well,
killed your night.
and from where I'm at, I would have given it a chance because.
I wouldn't have. I wouldn't
Well,
have.
okay. Here's the chance I
I
would have
wouldn't
given
have.
it.
I
Though.
agree with
I
the
wouldn't have
club
been. I wouldn't have been the owner immediately up there in the door. You know what I mean? I would have
He
given
was
him the
aware.
chance
He
still to
knew
clear
about
out.
it.
No, he wouldn't have been in the door because somebody inside already got upset, so he wouldn't have made it through the door. No problem. That's
No, they didn't.
That's right.
He came out after they stopped him and they talked and he told him he
Well-
could come in. They would have never saw him if they'd have just got rid of him and didn't let nobody go. The guy came out. He didn't see him right away. Neither
Right.
one of them said that he came out. That's why they argued outside. Even on the interview with Albies said he went back in and tried to talk to the guys that was tripping, and that's when they started coming out. It was water and salt and everything thrown into that.
Now I got a question though. The guy who was tripping, I heard distinctly that this gentleman was mad because they didn't say his name.
Because his name wasn't mentioned.
Wasn't mentioned.
Right.
So that's how the mentality is of rappers here in town. You know what I
And
mean?
you didn't see the people nationally. They did it nationally too,
See,
right?
so
Some
from
people
that
responded
side of
with pissed off
things-
because they wasn't mentioned.
From
It happened
that
to
side
Kendrick
of
Lamar,
things,
too.
this is a
There wasn't no difference. You
phenomenal-
played the song for Deuce said it. You didn't mention my name.
Well, I'm an individual and I'm unique, so
From that side of
you
things, this is a
keep
phenomenal
running to Kendrick
success
Lamar.
because
the only thing
that's what started it.
The only thing I think was wrong was the fact that he copied Kendrick Lamar. That was the wrong thing. All right.
I just think
Then
that.
I would be mad then.
I just think
But that's
that.
all I think that's happened.
I just think what I said was going to happen. I know my market. I can give a damn about thoughts. I know what was going to happen, and it just happened just like I said, and I hope nothing happens to them. And that's why I did the show yesterday, to try to squash beef, because I know how these dudes get down. And some of these guys got people on their team that don't rap at all. They just support the cause, and they're still on the streets. The same as in any other city. And they funnel money into these groups, and they help them make sure they move around. And they're not going to let nobody run around and put their name in the mouth and mess up their money that they've been investing in. See, it's a lot of other things that's going on with people. See, if you think somebody's putting your name out bad, you messing with my investment, I'm going to send a little homie down there.
Okay. That's good.
And the same thing in the industry. That's why a couple of them said in their verses, when I see you, you better hope I don't fuck you up. That's what they said to Kendrick Lamar. And that's a guy with money, and they got money. But some people took it that way because their names wasn't mentioned. Why didn't you mention me? I know I'm a spitter. Kendrick thought he mentioned the spitters. He even mentioned the dude's name, that song he was on.
But again, from that standpoint then, YF obviously never calculated half the markets that are out there than if he's even got 3 people coming out, because that's nearly as many people as he listed off. So from that standpoint, he just busted into a whole bunch of markets by people, again, like you said, even giving it any attention.
Right.
So from that standpoint,
yeah,
it's
he
cool
won.
because he
He
knew.
won. Just hopefully nothing physical happens.
I hope not.
And hopefully he hasn't closed a lot of doors for people that might have worked with him or booked him on the show. Maybe because, you know, they throw a lot of shows too. The people you mentioned throw a bulk of the shows in the city. They run the radio, the record stores. Like, you got to think about the people that you're salting on. That's all I'm saying. I could give a damn about any of it, because if someone says my name, I could give a damn.
That's what I mean.
I'm not going to run around rapping about people. But I'm not going to sit here and say I don't know my market, though. But I'm not going to say I don't know my market. I wouldn't be a historian of my market. I wouldn't be the legend I am if I sat up in front of that young kid and took his song and didn't tell him possibly what could happen. Now that would have sucked. That would have been some coward shit, because I know it, but I'd have took his song and played it, and then when everybody started tripping, I looked surprised. No, I wanted to give him the good advice he needed. That these are the things in this city that could happen over the names you mentioned.
That's it.
And I told him in advance. And I told him, yeah, it does suck our markets like that. But guess what else? These guys are trying to make it like you. So when you start mentioning people's names, no, everybody's not just a rapper. You got to know that. Some people ain't just studio rappers. That's like a studio situation. Everybody's not studio. You got to know you got to know the people you're talking about. Everyone's not studio rappers. Some people are lifers, and they rap about the things they do. And you'll be on the next song, they'll be talking about how they kicked your ass. You just gave them a new song and a hook. Beat down, lil nigga. Caught him in the club, straight trip. You know what I'm saying? You'll be the next song. I'm just telling you, this is our market. And if I didn't tell him that would have sucked. You know what I'm saying? And just, oh yeah, you got that song, you talking about these guys? And I know. And just what happened, and just the organization I said was going to do it, was the first one that followed exactly what I said. Because they are super deep. So, you run into Memphis, and you're in Memphis, Tennessee, and you tell everybody, fuck Memphis. What's going to happen? Okay? Go down to the Bronx, New York, and go into the club, V-Jams, from Denver with your Bronco jersey on, and say, fuck New York. What's going to happen?
Nothing.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. They're going to tear that. If he ain't robbed, cut that shake before he get out of there,
Because
he better not look up.
Nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, you ain't been home in a while.
Yeah. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, my family still live there. Nothing gonna happen.
Yeah, you just gonna run in there. Yeah, I don't believe
Right.
it.
You gonna go in the club and say fuck Bronx. Half of the people in the club ain't gonna pay no attention to you.
Okay.
All right,
I ain't talking
it's
about
not
your downtown
significant.
club either. I'm talking about your hood club. I ain't talking about your cool club at your 40-40 with Jay-Z.
I'm talking about any club.
about little gyms on the corner
We don't have-
where all the 42s hang
We don't
out.
have the little gyms on the corners. We don't have that
They
type of
don't have
stuff.
small, they just have big clubs. No one has a small club.
Nobody has
And
small clubs. They have private clubs.
Right.
All right then.
And be in that private club.
Private clubs, just
And-
like they
and
got
this
motorcycle
and that
clubs, driving clubs, car clubs,
Yeah.
van clubs.
And you gonna go in there and
You know
say
what I mean?
fuck New York too? You can do that there?
I would.
Because you from there.
Look,
It's not happening.
Well,
you can't go to Fifth Ward and do it. I know you ain't going in the heart of Fifth Ward where my people live. Where my people live, go in the
Just
clubs
say fuck
doing
Dallas.
that. Go doing that, and I'm gonna move away from you because you're gonna get it.
Well-
You heard what I said,
well,
right?
can I say
You're
something?
gonna
Can I
get
say
it.
something on the
Even
fence
if
right
we
now?
That's a
walk
fact.
into you.
I
There's
can
gonna be a bunch
I
of
can answer partially why music have not advanced in Colorado is because people still have that mentality like that. And that's what I see from moving here 5 years ago.
It's just Colorado.
Huh?
That is amazing.
I can
And
only
you
talk
sound
about
like
what I
told
know.
you.
I can only talk about what I know about. I know about that's what I feel.
Ain't nobody gonna take you putting their names in their mouth.
All right,
So
I understand
know
that.
your demographics.
I understand that.
And go to Arizona, they ain't gonna let you do it
I understand
there.
that. But
Go to
now
New
that the
Mexico
young man
again,
have retracted his thing and put out this other track, if everybody
don't
listen
have
to it,
they don't have to listen.
no,
to
they
it.
don't. They don't.
They might not never hear that
They
song.
don't.
Well,
they
it's
don't.
not. It's,
They
he
don't.
said himself. It's
So
not
I'm not
a
gonna sit here and
retraction.
keep
It's
giving it
telling everybody
steam.
that
Let's move
this
on to
is
some
not his crew, it's
MMJ
him.
I'm
news.
being devil's advocate. I want to make sure people know both sides of what.
Let's move on to some MMJ news.
We ain't got none. We
I
going
got
to
some
music.
right here.
We're going to music.
All right.
You're
Some
saucy.
great commercials. But I'm gonna finish talking about.
I don't want to keep
Judas-
giving it no steam. I don't want.
But we're gonna keep talking about when we was there. Judas start the conversation.
Okay.
All right. Don't give it no steam.
You tuned into the midday burn.
Now, what I was saying is, in the cities, and these are urban cities, especially, see, the biggest thing about it is, you're not even from here.
Right.
That was the biggest problem, I think, in the whole situation, is you're from another city. I think if somebody like L Keys or Young Ten or somebody from here would have called out these guys that know these guys, like, see, Kendrick Lamar did know the guys he called out. Even if they don't kick it on the regular, they have interjected and said hello and have had a handshake. You know, because that's why he mentioned the guy's name at the song he did. Like, he's on Big Sean's song and he mentioned Big Sean. That's the difference. We know each other, and that's where your rapport comes across right. You feel what I'm saying? But these two people, maybe three people knew him. The one team that's tripping the most is the guys that didn't know him. They know nothing of him. And that's what you got to know. You got to. If you don't know your defender, then you might want to do that before you call him out. And that's the moral of my story. I don't care about anybody's markets or what views. That's what happens here in Colorado. And it ain't only happened here, but I'm going to say it because I live here. That's what happens here. Street policy and justice happens around here a lot.
Right. Well, and I guess it's just confusing because I could see it taking longer, but I still. Yeah, so you wouldn't see it ever progressing because, like I said, I mean, in the 1970s when punk was on the docks of the New
It
York,
ain't progressed yet. It's 22 years later
it
since I
was about
started.
fighting. But
I'm gonna tell you what the only thing that's progressed in our market is that it's not the, because see, before it was really worse. Because
Right.
when you mention your neighborhood and they mention their neighborhood in the song, that's all it took. You didn't have to say a person. You mentioned you was from Park Hill. They mentioned they're from the east side. He mentioned Montbello. My hood's the best. Wooty woo, wooty woo. Throw your sets up. Wooty woo, wooty woo. Everybody's tripping. By the end of the night, it's a bungle fight. Everybody's going at it. That's what happened back in the 80s, in the 90s. Only thing that changed up going into the 2000s is that we are actually now able to have shows, and every show's not ending with a fight. And all of our shows used to end with a good fight. That's why I traveled so much, because I didn't want to be here to end my shows and rush away every night. And it sucks to go to a show and not be able to support all the other artists because you leave early because you know it's going to be an issue. And that's what was happening. And that's where you see what happens now. And it follows still now that you go to the clubs, people rap, and the whole team leaves.
right.
They don't wait and stay around. You know why? It's not because they don't want to support. 9/10 of them don't want to be there when some stuff go down. So they get their performance in, and they hit the door. And that's where the trickle down of the violent side of hip hop here went. It went from where everybody was going to the clubs, and then everybody got scared to go because it got so violent. So now the groups was like, okay, we're gonna chill out. We're gonna chill out. Well, they chill out just long enough to get to 1:30, and then somebody's drunk, and it goes crazy. So now throughout the night, your team raps. Y'all might have a drink, dap a couple people up. Y'all hit the dough. DI's team raps. A couple people might talk. They hit the dough. So before you know it, when it used to be an essence to be the star because you threw your show and go on last, now when you go on last, it's going to be you and your friends. Because no one's going to be here.
But there's no advantage to going first or even second, third, or fourth because
you go in the
nobody
middle.
shows up anymore.
You go in the middle.
Well, yeah, but still nobody shows up, and there's only a brief half hour to an hour of every night where it's full, and it's usually
That's
somewhere
the middle.
around 9 or 10.
That's your middle.
And that's...
Have you noticed when I get myself
I
on?
can't see how the bars appreciate this. I can't see how, because it, like you said, it really is
Well, I mean, a lot of
bad
it.
look to a
A
degree.
lot of it is
The bar is only partially full.
the bars aren't doing everything to do to keep you in there either.
Right. Yeah, $6
When the
beers
Jack
don't
Daniels
help.
into Jack Daniels, when your beers are $6 and $8 and $9,
Friggin' Bud.
you know what I'm saying? Like when your Jack is $8 and $7.50. I mean, you're not doing the things to keep them in the bar either.
Right.
So that's why they're drinking outside.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you look at your picture, it becomes into the big conglomerate of where before you couldn't get to the end of the club night. Now when all the rappers realized the clubs wasn't going to book them in there no more, they got cool to the end of the night. And then they started just realizing, well, we'll just leave. And then there won't be no shit with my team, so they can't say we did it. And that's where that's trickled down to. And now we have a really good nucleus, but that's just because everyone leaves early. And if you notice, that's why I make sure I get on stage somewhere in the middle. If other people want to be the star, go do it. But it's no, you can't throw a show and think you're gonna have the last slot like you Jay-Z coming out, because you're gonna be you, your mama, your girlfriend, the DJ, the bartender. And the club it was packed that night too. That's the worst part, is it was packed.
Right.
But you missed it. Did you notice what Albiz does, right? Right as the club gets to that right packed, he does one performance. And then he comes back. He doesn't care who's there at the end of the night. That's why he does it. Because he knows that this is going to be the packed part of the night. And if it goes bad, I still got my performance in. And it sucks that our market's that way. But I watched it as a promoter go that way, and that's what made me stop doing it. That's why I stopped throwing the hip-hop shows, because I didn't want to wrap my stuff up and run out the door anymore. And I wasn't ducking at the end of the night and all that stuff, because that's where the game went.
And that right there is really the essence of why nobody's making any money in this town, though, either. Nobody's
They making
getting
no money
that
because they ain't traveling and getting their
Well-
stuff up. Everybody think they're going to be a star here in Denver.
Right, but nobody's making any money because the same 10 people are coming to their shows every time because none of their people are sticking around and nobody else's people are coming early or sticking around to hear somebody else.
But why?
You can't expand
Why
your
is that?
market when nobody's listening, even when you're putting yourself out there in
Why
the
is that?
supposed venues to
Because
be
there ain't no
listened
fans
to.
at the shows. That's why.
Why
There's
is that?
rappers at the shows.
Why is that?
Because they're fighting ran the fans away, so they're
Okay.
downtown.
All right,
That's what I
so
said
that's a
that 5
problem
times.
right there. You want to make some money, you got to fix it.
And the other half of
They
it
would
is a
fix that,
$6 Bud Light,
The other promoters that
a
honed in on
$6 Coors Light, a
they throw good part of
$6
nights while you throwing
Keystone.
them bad rap nights.
A $6 Keystone is absolutely absurd, man. You can
That's
get
the
a
whole
12
six-pack.
pack. You can almost get a 12 pack of Keystone for $6,
I know it's
man.
what, $5.59 for the 6, $7.59 for 12,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, by the time you tip a $6 beer, you're. Why did you go to the bar at all? There's nobody, like you said, there's nobody there
You'd
to.
have had a bit of time, you'd have got a bottle and went home.
There's
All right.
nobody there
Right.
except for the same old.
All right.
And when you leave, then there's nobody there except for that group's same old.
why you think
And
I
us being the
focus-
radio are the only ones that ever see that rotation of people go through. Everybody else is oblivious to it too.
That's why I do the booking I do. I don't book those genre events that often, because I do know that's I mean, you got to work around the problem. I do rock for fans. You have to work around the problem. You can't keep saying it's a problem and why is the problem? Fuck them and fuck all freak all the people around it. Here's your problem at right here. Your problem is you're worried about everybody else's problem. How to fix your problem is just do your stuff right and let everyone else figure it out. And that's what I do. So I ain't worried about the rap beef or whose names are said on the song because I don't got time to do that. That's a waste of my time to do a song like that. If you want to ask my version. I don't care if I wake up Colorado's hip hop. I can't feed all these people. I'm not Jesus. I don't got 2 fishes and 2 loaves, and I can't spread it out. See, that's my problem with the song. You want to know my issue? I wouldn't have done it for that reason. Because it was a waste of time. I don't care how much buzz you get out of it. You got to watch your back and neck. That is a stressful moment that all day long, every time you get out the house, you're doing this. And when people walking up, you don't know them. So you don't know if they know you because they saw your Facebook. That's stressful. I don't have time for that stress. There's other stuff I can be worried about. He has took something and they were moving really fast and good, and he has created a whole diversion of stuff he has to pay attention to now. And he can't blame the market for how the market's reacted because he did it. I mean, let's be honest. He did it. You put the song out, so however the market reacted, you had to be ready to take it that way. Because you did it. When you're telling people F them and F you and F you, you should be pretty sure that you're ready to take all the consequences. That's my whole moral of that story.
Well, it sounds like he's saying he wasn't ready, but he is taking them. You know,
right now he is taking responsibility now. But like he said, I didn't think about some of these things as much as I should have listened to y'all. Because the first key word, like I said, was paying attention to the position you put your team in. Nobody wants to see me going around and putting y'all in danger. And that's a real fact. When you put anybody's name in the air, that is, I don't care what state you're in. When you start naming names, you take a chance of someone taking it wrong. That's life. That's life. And that was the 50-50 game he played. And the worst thing about it is, it was 100% all of them took it wrong. That's what was jacked up.
Yes.
And only 50% that Albies was gangsta enough to say, I'm going to do the track back, and I'm going to shoot a video, and I'm going to clown your ass. Ha 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 ha. But don't put my name in your mouth again. That's saying that I really didn't like what you did. But I'm going to do this game with you because you want to play entertainment. But keep my name out your mouth. Because I don't think that's cool either, though. Honestly, if I open my arms up to you and gave you my door, turned you on to my people and promoters, and then if this song comes out and I'm in it, I can see where he felt not the coolest about it, okay? Because like you said, these other people didn't open the doors to you. I did. And even when other people tried to keep beef going, he continuously opened his door. Even when he didn't put him on his label, he still continued to book him and the people and the artists that he picked up. That's where I can see where our beans is coming from. Nobody wants to give nobody steak and potatoes all day, and then you come around and feed me a salami sandwich with bad cheese. That's just uncool. Now let's hear the song that he apologized on, because VJ wants to hear After Control.
I thought you wanted to hear Control because he didn't.
No, Control dead. We ain't playing Control no goddamn more.
I want to hear it. I ain't heard it.
You ain't heard the Control?
The real one?
No, here's Control. But no, we ain't gonna play it today. But it is on the Caliwood show. I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna send you over a link to it. But no, man, we ain't playing that. We're gonna play the verse where he was cool with people at. Right now, we're gonna take y'all to the first break, and then I'm gonna come back real fast and go right back out, because I'm just gonna play this song. Yeah, we come back.
Who else? So, some people want to know why I did that remix in Colorado. Some people say I'm not original. After Control. That control verse making noise. My buzz big and some's annoyed. I never regretted making a decision, asking you to step up your lyrics. Everybody going insane, Kevin Hart. Let me explain, nobody system, just bars and rhythm. I wanted to reply from someone repping that mile high. Are you alive? I turned the state into a cipher. Open the door, told my crew to set this bitch on fire. There's so much talent in the state. Y'all far from average, the ones I called out, let's break it down. How bees from day one, I'm down. You booked my first show, did my video, sign me, then let me go. But I do good on my own. Real shit, that's my big bro. He helped me get where I am now. That's mad work, it's all love. That's why I said your name first. I feel you're the only one that can compete. When I came from Cali, I hit the hoodie. He wouldn't work with me, cause I didn't have a buzz. We chopped it up, we talked it out. I get it now, you gotta follow, you don't work for free. But I told you, homie, I'ma get on my feet. And I didn't have to pay a thing. Black pay, same thing, much respect. True locks, I needed your attention. No disrespect, I respect your grind. I was looking forward to your lyrics. Listen to you get some knowledge to a little nigga. But I hear you took control different. So if you did, my bad, I was paying homage.
Yeah, boy. The controversy in the city. So y'all listen to the song and y'all take your opinion of it, alright? That's what I say. We're gonna move on to our own wonderful humble moment now, wasting 40 minutes of our No, man, I wanted to do that because that debate was needed, because people's having that debate within their mind. Why they pissed off? I shouldn't be pissed off. Like, you're having the internal debate.
Yeah.
But in the big picture, for the bosses, keep doing your thing. I'm gonna try something.
I mean, I guess that's the thing. We haven't heard anybody like Swift, the show shot, say nothing. We haven't heard anybody from 314 really say anything about not being thrown in there, and those are some big talented groups that I know here that we've dealt with.
Ain't nobody. Hello. Yes. One BR. Dr. Kush, one more radio. Huh? Hold on one second.
Oh, right on.
How you doing, Laura?
Good. How's it going?
All right. You calling in on No on 2A?
That's correct.
All right. So you with the rally and the party on the 5th?
Yes, that's correct.
All right. You want to let our people know everything that's going down on November 5th and why to vote no?
Okay. Are we on the air now?
Yes, we are.
All right. Hello, everybody. Thanks for listening to One Blunt Radio.
Yes.
These guys are great. They've helped us. Going to do a benefit on November 5th, which is Election Day, next Tuesday. Make sure you vote. You all should have your mail-in ballots now. This is a mail-in only election. But if you don't feel safe putting your ballot in the mail, which I don't, I always just take the ballot down to the county election place. And they're open from 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. On Tuesday, you can take your ballot down to your county election place and just drop it in. Because it's probably at this point too late to put it in the mail anyway to make sure it's going to get there by Tuesday. So we're asking everyone to vote no on AA. On the taxes, because clearly we don't need cannabis to be taxed any more than it already is.
Right.
It's already taxed at 2.9% state rate, and any more than that, including all the local taxes. So in Denver, it's taxed at like 7 or 8%, just like any other product is. And the Proposition AA would increase those taxes to up to 30% more. So if you buy a $100 bag of weed, you're going to be paying extra $30 on that.
Right.
And,
Right. Well, and the biggest thing.
Necessary. Some of the money would go to schools but half of the money would go to fund police force to go after the non-compliant marijuana smokers. So under Amendment 64, there's very few cannabis users that can be considered compliant because the limit is only 1 ounce and 6 plants. So anyone that has over 1 ounce and and a 1 gram or has 7 plants or more is going to be subject to criminal penalties, just like always.
Right.
People call Amendment 64 legalization, but it's really not legalization at all. It's just more prohibition and more laws and more ways to put you in jail. And that's why they need the tax money to hire this police force to go ahead and enforce the marijuana laws. Starting next year, it's going to be required for the medical marijuana dispensaries to put RFID chips, which are little barcode UPC things that have a radio transmitter in them that transmits what the product is. It's a system designed for inventory control for companies that have big inventory like a Walmart. But they're adapting that to cannabis so that they can literally track every seed and every gram and every plant in the state from seed to sale, they call it. So that's going to be a new crime starting next year. You know, the list goes on and on of the things, the ways that they want to restrict it. And we have to remember, in 1937, when marijuana was made illegal, it was made illegal through a prohibited tax because they knew they couldn't outright outlaw the plant. So they decided that it would be legal for you to have the plant, but you had to have your tax stamp, which proved that you paid your tax. And the tax was exorbitantly high, just like the one in Proposition AA.
Right.
And so if you vote for Proposition AA, you'll be, voting on the new Marijuana Tax Act, which doesn't make any sense to vote to tax yourself. The plant is already being taxed. Money is going to the state, just like any other product. There's no reason that we need to be singled out as cannabis consumers and burdened with this gigantic tax just for the privilege of not going to jail for 1 ounce, which, remember, before Amendment 64 passed, 1 ounce was only a petty offense punishable by only a ticket. Or actually 2 ounces is. Still, today, 2 ounces is just a ticket under the state law, under even disregarding what Amendment 64 said. So the pro-Amendment 64 people are spreading a lot of misinformation about this, what Amendment 64 is and what it does. They're saying that it legalizes everything, which it doesn't. They say it gives a green light to go ahead and produce and distribute marijuana and be exempt from federal law, which it doesn't. The feds have never said that they're going to back off of marijuana enforcement on any level ever. If the feds wanted to back off of marijuana enforcement, they just legalize it. But they're not going to do that. They're going to reserve the option to come after, people for growing if they want to. So the taxes, half of them, like I said, will go to fund the schools, which is good, but the other half is going to go to fund the police force. And they combined these two issues on the ballot in Proposition AA. Instead of letting you vote on them separately, they combined the two. Because they knew, given a choice, that people would vote yes for the schools and vote no for the police. And so the police knew that they couldn't do that, so that's why they've combined this issue, and they're holding the children hostage over their desire to create this law enforcement agency through the Department of Revenue. The Department of Revenue enforcement agents would have a budget of $33 million. And to put that into perspective, the liquor enforcement authority only has a budget of $2 million. So it's a big difference. They're asking for a lot of money for a lot of police to do a lot of enforcement and checking of RFID chips and measuring your guards and counting your plants. And it's really just more prohibition disguised as legalization. So don't be fooled by it. Vote no on the taxes. Vote before November 5th. Because then on November 5th at 7 o'clock when the polls close, we can have a big party. And that's what we're going to do with Blunt Radio and Dr. Kush and at Castleton down in 2620 Walnut in Denver. I'm sure you've all been to Castleton at 2620 Walnut. We're going to be there starting at 7 o'clock on Tuesday to watch the election returns and to party down. The VIP lounge will be parked outside, and we'll be giving away free joints. That's right. Rob Corey told me to tell everybody that he's bringing more free joints to give out. So come down to Castleton, get a free joint, buy a beer, hang out, and hopefully we'll watch this get defeated. Colorado has always been a very anti-tax state and a very pro-liberty state. So we're hoping that people are not fooled by this hype of this protecting us from the federal government or good coming of this. You know, we already pay taxes. There's no reason to target cannabis consumers for these exorbitant taxes to pay for more law enforcement. In the end, if Proposition AA passes, it'll end up funding law enforcement more than they were ever funded under Prohibition.
Right.
So actually,
Right.
the legalization scheme of Amendment 64 with all the regulations will actually cost more than Prohibition did. And so I don't think people realize that. So that's, in the short, that's what's going on. November 5th, Tuesday, 7 o'clock, Castleman's 2620 Walnut. Go to oneblunt.radio.com for all the details, or check out the website noovertaxation.org. So that's my little spiel. Thanks for letting me give it.
And if you can email
That was a
me,
great spiel.
If you can email me that website, I would like to put it as a link out on the flyer, because I'm putting the flyer up today on all the websites.
All right,
So I'd
I'll
like
do
to
that.
put the link out back to the website where they can get to you and find out any questions they may have.
Okay, I will do that.
Well, and one thing I'd like to add for people to think about is that 100% of the taxes already paid on the cannabis that you buy is profit that the state would not have had. So that alone should be able to cover everything else. In other words, everything that when you buy cannabis, you are specifically giving extra money that no one else in this state does, or that a small group does. And you're supporting this state so much further than this state will recognize.
Well, that's well said. Yeah, it's really just another version of Prohibition. You know, if the tax passes at 30% and you buy an ounce for $300, you're going to be paying an extra $100 on that ounce, which is the fine, the penalty under the old law for possession of 2 ounces or less. If you ever got caught, which mostly nobody I know ever did, but if you ever did get caught with possession of 2 ounces, all you would get is a ticket and a $100 fine. So if the tax passes, it's like you volunteering to pay that $100 fine every time you buy an ounce of weed. So think about that. We don't want to volunteer money to the police.
Right. Well, and technically, that's really all Mitt Romney ever did to save his city, is that he went and levied a bunch of permit costs and licensing fees and extra taxes of that sort without raising the taxes for people, and ultimately, yeah, it's going to raise the cost of a business till it can't compete, and it goes back to a market where the ultimate reality of what we were trying to accomplish here is make everything safe. You know, when everything goes back underground, you get back out of the testing range, and now you are looking at, are you smoking mold? Are you smoking anything, you know? Are you smoking viruses? Are you smoking eggs, spider webs, you know? And it's really counterproductive, and it's hard to believe that the state is really that actively pursuing something that is so blatantly in its face the other direction that the people of this state want.
Right. Well, you know, the patients are under attack on all levels in Colorado. The confidential patient registry has been handed over to the police department, so now police have access to the patient registry. They say that they can only look it up if the patient gives them their ID number, but we have lots of people saying that that they have had experiences where law enforcement knows whether they're on the registry or not. So, but you know, it will be interesting how it shakes out. In Washington, they're doing the same kind of taxation, control, regulation, more cops, you know, more penalties, more rules. In Colorado, it's unfortunate because the first players that got into the dispensary business have been the only ones that have been allowed to compete. There has been no new dispensaries come onto the scene since 2010. Really, I mean, not none, but relatively few, because there's so many regulations and it costs so much to get into it at this point that nobody can afford it. So the government is basically artificially supporting these businesses, and half of them probably are shady, you know, and given the free market, they probably would have been run out of town by now. But they've got the government supporting their monopoly on business with these high taxes and high regulations. So.
Right, and that was the biggest complaint about the vertical integration, and the way we saw that really take place is that, like you said, what happened after 2010 is that most dispensaries got bigger by buying up other grows and other outlets. and therefore just became bigger and more closer to their own monopoly. And now
Right. Yeah,
we
the
got
vertical
that big boys
integration model,
club.
meaning that they have to produce what they sell, that they can't buy more than 30% of what they sell from an outside grower. That was meant to, it was meant to destroy the caregiver industry, was what it was meant to in Colorado. But it also creates a lot of corruption and, bad business practices. And actually in Washington State, as they're implementing their legalization scheme up there, they have specifically outlawed vertical integration because they know it has there's too much chance for corruption, and that they know it's a failed model. So the model that Colorado has adopted is actually illegal in Washington State.
But that makes sense.
Yeah, well, so the taxes in the Washington State initiative are like 75%. So that's what those voters voted for. But that just goes to show how much people want legalization. They're willing to, throw caution to the wind and toss common sense out the window just to cast a yes vote, finally, on something that they can support. So now the Gallup poll has showed that there's 58% legalization nationwide. 58% support for marijuana legalization nationwide. When I started as a cannabis activist in '92, which is 21 years ago, we had 38% support in nationwide polls. So to go from 38 to 58% in 20 years, what is that, a percent a year?
Well, and I would still guesstimate that at least 22% of the remaining, or at least 50% of that remaining 42% would only be scared to admit it in case their boss or someone overheard them admit that they didn't think cannabis was everything that the government said it did. I mean, even recently on Facebook in the last 2 weeks, I've seen crazy posts about it'll make your head cave in or it turns you gay. It is just unbelievable what's still out there in this day and age of as propaganda against a plant.
Right. Well, there's a lot of that on Facebook everywhere. I mean, in Colorado, to show you who supports the taxes, who supports the Proposition AA, we have the whole Amendment 64 crowd, the ones that wrote Amendment 64, Brian Vicente from Sensible, Mason Tvert from SAFA, the medical marijuana industry group. They're the ones that the newspaper always holds up as being representatives of the industry, when really they only represent about 7 dispensaries, but they're the only ones that have raised money to do any kind of public relations campaign, so they're the ones that get quoted in the newspaper. And the other people that are supporting Proposition AA are Governor Hickenlooper, Attorney General John Suthers, Smart Colorado, who's the most anti-pot organization in the state. I mean, Hickenlooper and Suthers, we know that they're the most anti-pot elected officials in the state, and yet they're supporting the taxes. So if that doesn't give you a clue, don't ever vote the way John Suthers votes on marijuana. Whatever John Suthers is going to vote, you want to vote opposite. That's just a nice, easy way to figure out if it's a yes or a no. Which way is Suthers voting? Because we know that man is never going to do anything to further cannabis access to people.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
So, look at who your politics makes strange bedfellows, they say. But this is a situation in 21 years as an activist, I never thought I would see the situation. I always figured if it was legal when we legalized it, that it would be legal for everybody all the time, But now we've got a situation, well, it's legal for some people. It's legal for the person with 1 ounce, but the person with 2 ounces, well, you still have to go through the same stuff before. We have more attention on marijuana. Nobody ever talked about a THC DUI law before all this legalization talk came out. So, the backlash has really been severe. And the unfortunate thing is that the industry, the people that are making money off of marijuana in Colorado now, have not stepped up to the plate to fight against the regulations and to protect privacy and to protect patients. They've really been entirely absent. Except for, these few people from the medical marijuana industry groups, the whole rest of the industry has just remained silent on the whole thing.
Well, and they've made it really hard for that industry because they don't have the access to the banks and they don't have the access to the tax breaks that your regular businesses are getting either. So really, they're just bleeding cash into our system thanklessly.
Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel sorry for anybody that, and then at this point, you're so far into it that there's no way that you would risk rocking the boat. They're not going to go tell the Department of Revenue off. They're not going to sue the Department of Revenue, although somebody should sue the Department of Revenue. In normal industries, that's how it works. You have the regulators will come in for the government, try to shut down the industry will band together and fight back. And, and that's how normal markets develop, is always fighting against regulations. But in Colorado, with the cannabis industry, it's been completely opposite. They've been begging for more and more regulations. So it's kind of interesting to see that there's no other industry in the history of humanity that has ever begged the government to regulate them, like the marijuana people have. They've always fought against government interference. But like I said, that's why everybody wants legalization so much that they're willing, to stick their heads in the sand and ignore these big issues because they hope and pray that maybe they won't get shut down. But we have to remember House Bill 1284, which set up all these regulations. The stated purpose of that bill by the legislator that introduced it was to shut down 80% of the dispensaries. In 2010 is when it was passed, and I would guess that at least half of the ones that were around in 2010 are not here anymore. I don't have numbers on that. What do you guys think?
You know what? I don't know the numbers on that either.
I mean, it's at least half, because there were an awful lot of dispensaries in 2009. I mean, there were at one. I think at the high point it was like 1,400 dispensaries in the state. There's no way that there's that many now. So that was the purpose. The purpose of the bill of House Bill 1284 was to regulate medical marijuana out of existence, because they thought it was out of control. They thought it was the Wild West. They thought there were too many people selling too much pot, and so they wrote these laws to restrict it and regulate it and make it very, very difficult to compete in the industry. And for some reason, that's what the Amendment 64 people latched onto. They said, before they wrote the law, they said, well, we already have a working system of medical marijuana distribution. Why wouldn't we just plug in the legalization model into this already existing Department of Revenue regulatory model? And the answer to that is, well, you wouldn't do it because they designed that model to fail. You would want to design a model that wasn't designed to fail, that wasn't designed to give buckets of money to the police. But that's what we ended up with. They said that Amendment 64 was regulated like alcohol, but it was nothing like alcohol. It was regulated like medical marijuana. Nobody could argue that they were modeling it. They said that they were modeling it after the medical marijuana system, but once again, they lied in their campaign and said it's like alcohol. We want it to be like alcohol, when nothing in the law came from the liquor code at all. It all came from the medical marijuana code. They modeled it off the medical marijuana system. And so that's why we have a medical recreational marijuana system in Amendment 64 that's designed to fail, just like the medical system was.
So then,
nobody should be surprised when dispensaries go out of business, and I really do feel sorry for them. But at some point, they're either going to go out of business or they're going to stand up and start exerting some authority. So.
I agree.
Totally agree.
We need to exert some authority.
Okay, we have people that agree. So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but we'll see what the tax is. Again, Tuesday, November 5th, Election Day, down at Castleman's, 2620 Walnut.
Well, we're going to make sure we do a lot of blogging and posting here. We plan to go on and vote no on a two-way campaign over the internet, being that it's not in the voter book.
Right.
And I guess we have to become our own words, because it's not going to get out to the people if we don't pound it out. That's going out because they got the big money.
I don't, another rule of thumb is just never vote for a tax on yourself. If you have a choice to tax yourself or not tax yourself, don't tax yourself. Especially not on pot. I mean, it's amazing that I have this theory now that all of these people that support Amendment 64, we went to protest at a pro-tax fundraiser. They had a $1,000 a plate fundraiser down at Denver Beer Company, which was ironic there that they're going to, do a pro cannabis tax fundraiser at a beer brewery, right? I thought that was ironic. The beer people aren't offering to pay 30% taxes on their
Did they do it at Hickenlooper's Brewery?
No, Hickenlooper doesn't have a brewery
Or
anymore.
his bar, though, yeah.
It was, Denver Beer Company. They hosted this fundraiser. It was $1,000 a plate. But and as I watched all these people walk in to the $1,000 a plate fundraiser, Rob Corey and us showed up with the dab van and free joints. So, we had the pot smoking crowd there. And then we had the $1,000 a plate pro-marijuana tax people there. And, I mean, maybe these people smoke pot, but I'll tell you what, it didn't even look to me like any of them were even pot smokers.
Right.
I mean, it just didn't look like it. I would just be really surprised if more than like 20% of them choked up. So it's like, okay, so now you have these non-pot smokers deciding what they're going to do with us. These people don't even smoke pot. So,
Well, we're going to find out.
we will find out.
Hopefully it goes our way.
All right, and free joints on November 5th. Don't forget the free joints. That'll get people to come down for a free joint, right?
Yes. I think they
all
like
right, well,
free
bless
joints.
your heart, job love, aloha, and thanks to all the listeners out there.
All right, and we will talk to you later, Laura. Thank you for calling in. Vote no on 2A, November 5th, Councilman's. Be there.
That's right.
And make sure you get your vote in. Yeah, boy. Now I'm about to take you to our midday song. We'll be right
Ran a
back.
little bit long, but it was important. Thank you.
What you doing? I don't know. What you smoking now? Have you had your wake and bake yet? Have you danced one? Have you filled up your bowl? What about your edible? Have you had a long type of sticky type of substance rolled up in a beautiful type of wrap? Have you vaporized? Do you know what time it is? Do you? Do you? Tapped out in Denver. Live.
It's the breaking track at noon. So roll you something up, get ready to get blown, and hear the hottest independent music out here today. Send us your tracks, baby. Breaking track at noon.
Fired up, y'all. Let's get stoned on One Blunt Radio.
Come in my shine. Alarm, can you adhere when I'm on? Plant the seed, deep down in the earth, we provide what it need. Just given to us all, you can't question his reason. Only provide fruits at the other true season. Lay back and build a split with your bridging. Pops and tops and never be with your best friend. You got enough time off to be a big gal. Not worried about the season if it's part of your style. I like the way, I like the way, I like the way that your body wine. So I like the way that your body wine. Lord no, been on by when we hit it from behind. Lord, a real bossy, we do it every time. Lord no, run with the bad boy, run with the bad boy. So them a glisten in my shine, so them a glisten in my shine. Them a glisten in my shine now. Say they glisten in my shine. Alarm.
Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. Lucifer, Lucifer.
Come in the shape, go by in the name. Live the life in iniquity, Lucifer, what them claiming. I say they evil living at the heart of everyone. Since I the father, they my pass to the son. Man, I rule by the spirit, they gun. Them not care for them brother, what a tribulation. Lick penny, lick peso, lick shilling, lick farthing. Bigger heads are hold money while them neighbors are starving. Tribal war become cultural identity. Seconds each other, there's no way the captives can be free. So many people must say wise up and live right now. Dealing falsehood, that a blasphemy in Judge's sight. And it's a be right, yeah, I feel what you feed. And the God of Israel and the bounty and put on your plate. Babylon a city street, rise up and educate. It's been too long and then I have no more time left to wait.
Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning, I'm gonna chase you out of earth. Lucifer, Lucifer, dawn of the morning. Lucifer,
Fire
Lucifer.
consumed him, Judge I doomed him. Waiting on the day of judgment when they slew him. Me know say revelation time. That's how when the wicked must pay for them crime. Jah create the earth but never run a fence line. Can't pay the breeze to blow, no the sun if it shine. So tell me really what your money worth. Worry about your wallet when you should've put your children first. Material wealth not endear you in Judge's sight. If Babylon people the bridge and pass me the light. And let the man do his job. Pay the people back for the things that were robbed. One day they know that the table have it turned round. Trust in the shepherd lose sheep them for being found. And chase the wicked out of earth. Pay them no mind cause that's all that them worth.
Growing up in the 916 was straight nothing nice. Brothers on the corners be down in 40s and shooting dice. A railway brother got shot, don't trip, they'll retaliate. He shot who cares, another brother dead in the alleyway. Despite the sorrow sisters, we must overcome all of those. The white man calls us niggas and the brothers trap bitchin' hoes. Back in the day, show black sisters was all you ever found. Now we can't be sure because our brothers are busy beating us down. And it's life I strive to maintain. Was something stopping me? I rode through the hood. See my homie since I was poppin'. G, she's only 15. All she thinks about is coming up. See her 2 weeks later, she's rolling days and serving double up. Some say move on. All my partners rather way be turning back. Say a dope jacket, fools getting buttered or smoking crack. Lose their life for stupid shit. Be swearing they back is God. But I don't trip cause I hate to see another homie shot. But I got a chance to come up out of it. I use my flow. Life in the ghetto ain't nothing optional, that's a show. You either will remain a victim or get out, which way you choose. I'd rather live my life and suffer strong with those ghetto blues. I don't wanna suffer in the ghetto. From these ghetto blues. No, no. Oh, I don't wanna suffer. No, no. From these ghetto. Growing up, the struggle seems to be never ending. the end of a new beginning, left alone. Fending for myself in this man's world. Confused in my mind, which route was right for a young girl. But as I moved on, I became strong. A sister with much pride, but still down at times. Cause I remember when moms died. Never there to comfort me through my junior high years. As time moved on, I turned to more rhymes to keep my mind clear. But now I stay up strength in my intellect. Learning more about myself, self-knowledge and self-respect. And letting no one hold me back. Niggas wanna see it fall. I don't trip, just turn my head, come up, then I'll help them all. No matter where I go or what I do, I won't change a shit. I never forget the homies from round the way. And the 916, I'm the same female for Burbank, hot running things. You know me, so don't pass me and diss me like I ain't your homie. Cause I got a chance to come up out of it. I use my flow. Life in the ghetto ain't nothing nice, you know that's for sure. You either will remain a victim or get out, which way you choose. I'd rather live my life than suffer strong with those ghetto blues.
I don't wanna suffer in the ghetto. No. From this ghetto blues. No. No. See, I don't wanna suffer in the ghetto. From this ghetto blues. No.
Struggle after struggle, it's one fight than another. Lifeless as a child and blindness is taking over. My brother, mother sleep alone. Sister so quick to give it up. Pops is out down the night train, so the family is fucked. That's how it is in every hood in my town, and it's sad. A brother turns against cause he grew up without a dad. A sister turns obsessed because she has so many siblings. And a mother turns her blues cause her sons are longer living. Call me harsh, but reality is all I ever speak. If I ain't strong because I love my brother, call me weak. All they do is tend to disrespect, but I just check them. Put them up on that marvelous type shit. Yeah, you know what's up, don't let him get a hold of some cash. She can't be found. He's out to a smoker, straight coming up off a pound. Yeah, something's wrong with this picture, but tell me what can it be? You either will fall victim to the ghetto or to the system, G. But I got a chance to come up out of it. I use my flow. Life in the ghetto ain't nothing nice, you know that's for sure. You either will remain a victim or get out, which way you choose. I'd rather live my life than suffer strong with those ghetto blues.
I don't wanna suffer in the ghetto. No. From this ghetto blues. No. Little children are suffering in the ghetto. From this ghetto blues. Mother and father are suffering in the ghetto. From these ghetto blues.
Ladies, John A's Beauty Salon and Designs by Franny, located at 2600 South Parker Road at Havana in Aurora. Specializing in full sew-in hair weaves, hair braiding, and natural growing hair. Ask about our discounts on selected services. 720-275-9364 or 720-473-9496. John A's Beauty Salon. Hair design with you in mind.
Mention One Blunt Radio of Filthy Rich and get 10% off. North Aurora Chiropractic Walk-In Clinic. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Monday through Thursday, 9 to 6. Friday, 9 to 3. Free consultation. 303-341-5353. Auto injuries, family care, acupuncture. Aurora, 25th and Peoria. 2499 Peoria Street, Aurora, Colorado. 80010. That's North Aurora Chiropractic Walk-In Clinic. No appointment needed. Just walk in. Colorado 2014 Ballot Initiative 3. prohibit penalties for possession of cannabis. Shall that be an amendment to the Colorado State Constitution directing the judiciary branch of all governing bodies in the state of Colorado to prohibit their courts from imposing any fine or sentence for the possession of cannabis? Yes. Team One Blunt Radio supports and backs Ballot Initiative 3. Stop penalties for the possession of cannabis. Make it right. Put the nail in the coffin. Every dollar goes towards 100,000 signatures, and we need 100,000 signatures to get this on the ballot. Call 303-886-7998. That's 303-886-7998. Or you can go to reliefforpossessions.web.com. That's reliefforpossession.web.com. Put the nail in the coffin and make it right. Initiative 3, 2014. Colorado support.
Yeah, boy, we back. It's the midday bird. My name is Big Mouth Willie, and I want to know how you motherfucking feel.
Big Mouth Willie.
I'm not that high.
You don't know who Big Mouth Willie is? Big Mouth Willie from the west side of E.
What's that?
Sure.
Going down. Hey, make sure y'all
see what we just played? Hold on, let me say this. I meant to do this. Y'all see what we just played, right? December 14th, over there off Hampton, Ghetto Blues, Miss Marva Jean, Miss Marvelous, in the building. Now you can tell them the rest. I want to make sure I said that.
Yeah, we got it going down. Candy Kush Girl contest. So
Kush Candy Girls?
Kush Candy Girls.
Ain't no candy with Kush.
So, y'all come on out and have a good time with us. We're going to have Alicia B. hosting, getting it in.
And co-hosting with our first Kush Candy Girl.
Oh, you going to go?
Shauna.
Oh, Shauna's coming through? Oh, we're going to let...
She's going to crown the new Kush Candy Girl for the year.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm just going to sit
you
back
gonna
and
get high and enjoy the night with the ladies.
So we're going to have a good time. Make sure y'all over there off Hampton, December 14th. Hella lady artists lineup is going down. Marvelous in the building. That's what it do. Y'all here. I ain't never seen a show like this. We got burritos being made. Motherfuckers grabbing dabbers. Ain't nobody by the microphone.
But they still hear you, right?
But they still hear us. Let's go. 1BR.co.
All right, man. Wait till we get this building.
Oh, that's going to be stupid.
We're going to have Chef Boudoir and Portray in there. I ain't met him yet, but I named him. What you say my name is? Boudoir and Portray. Gonna need you name that. Door guy's gonna be named
go
Fitz.
Change your name.
Fitz.
Why did you name the door guy Fitz? I named the door guy Fitz because my grandma fucked me up with the middle name Fitz. So somebody else got to get it too. I need a driver, and of course we know the driver's name. Belvedere. No, I don't drink it, but I've always thought that was one of the best limousine driver names in the world. Belvedere! Make it right.
Man, it's going down.
They're going to be like, what is wrong with him?
So your show yesterday brought a lot of controversy, huh?
Yeah, it did. It
Yeah,
brought
we
a lot of
spent a
controversy.
good 45 minutes talking about it again today, too.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, we had the recap. We had the host's opinion on what the artists in the city like. See, of course, the two non-rappers had the non-rapper view of, it should have been cool, you should have just replied. Me being the rapper and being in the city, I'm like, I told him what was going to happen, and just what I said happened.
I told him it was going to happen.
I told him in advance, and it happened.
And it happened.
It was like I was sitting there with a book going, go left on the next block. Go right on the next block. But the only thing I was wrong about is, I said, it's probably going to take like 3 days. And it really took like 18, 16 hours. Because really the show ended at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock.
By 7 in the morning, my phone was ringing. I had niggas calling me like breakfast. I don't even think these niggas get up like that regularly.
Hey, Jew called me at 7 o'clock in the morning, nigga.
You said Jew like called you that early too?
It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
Who is this clown?
Like,
you say, who is this clown?
Who is this clown?
I told you, see. He wants some, huh? He wants some?
No.
Well, you see what I did yesterday. See, yesterday on the show, I did play a couple songs by the people that he was talking about. And he seemed like I said, like, if Jew wants to reply,
it's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nasty.
I can already hear the voice coming in there. The woos, the weeds, the freaks, I got you. I hit you with the flows, I make you bop you. I make you hit you with your bumble, I punch you. Like, but then my voice ain't deep enough. You gotta get that real down south, gutter deep voice. Like he has
and then what
a
about
deep voice like he's way in the basement and he's yelling.
Hey, and you know Fu Man is a clown because you know he just funny any goddamn
Fu Man a fool. That's why his name Fu Man.
That's why his name is Fu Man.
And yeah, and he's southern, acting southern too. And you know down south, you know niggas sit on the corner and battle rap all day. All day. It is for fun, but you match up with worthy opponents.
You sure do.
It starts with getting your weight up.
Yeah, you need to start off with some off brands first.
But no, but in respect, but like I said, but in respect,
you need to start off.
All right, but in respect, if you want to go big or go home, and he went big. I got to give YF shout out for that. He did go big. Like what? And what y'all want to do? God damn it! I'm calling all you niggas names, and what you gonna do? No, he didn't say that, y'all. I'm playing. She called him. He didn't say what y'all gonna do. He did not say what y'all gonna do. I make sure I say this back.
What you want to do?
Okay, I know right now, you know, I'm feeling really high.
Really high.
I gotta read that second. There's a lot of reading.
What you want to do with them?
Shit, what you mean want to do with them? See if they would have put their name on the side of the bus.
I got the banner in the car.
No, we ain't bannering.
In the car.
Bannering.
No, I got a banner. I like that.
No, that's what I mean. No bannering. I don't want to banner them. But y'all, remember, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Like I said, the show today seems to be the host's opinion on what happened. All
I know is I'm tired of getting my phone call. I didn't say nothing. I just nothing.
And the thing about it is, we had a good eclectic view because you got DJs from New York.
Yeah.
And New York is where hip hop, what they would say, originated.
Right.
And so did battle rap.
Yep.
It originated in New York. Because that's what they started with. And we know by fact, with battle rapping and club rapping, KRS-One's guys got the rock, popped, club party. Lyrics, words, and people sometimes put more light to situations. And that's why sometimes you gotta pour water on it. Just pour water on the situation. So y'all know, like we know, he's just a rapper, guys. He just wants to rap.
That's all.
And I just want to motherfucking...
That's all. He just want to rap. And, you know, he says, I mean, I can kind of see what he's trying to say. Tell people to get your bars up and wait, but you went and woke up the beasts. That's the problem. You went and woke up the beasts.
That's a good thing, though.
Every time you see the beast get woke up, it's a problem.
Leave a sleeping giant alone. Didn't they tell you, leave motherfuckers, you don't go wake up Mike Tyson and tell him, hit me, nigga. Hit me. Throw your best punch. I'm going to stick my chin out, Mike.
No.
Throw your punch. I don't care how bad he's been knocked out. You're not going to go up to Mike and stick your chin out and say, just hit me. Take your best shot, nigga. You ain't no good no more, nigga. Come on.
Yeah, you ain't no good.
He's going to break your face. He's going to break your face.
Punch your face off.
He's going to do that move. He's going to lean down. And he's going to come up. He's going to shake his right arm like he usually do. And he's going to punch through your fucking face.
Through your fucking face.
And that's kind of the theory in that situation that, like Al B said, you don't slap a motherfucker to say hi.
Right.
You go up to Angelo's and say, how you doing, July? I'm with you. Well, I would sure like to work with you. And then if he dishes you, then you got more of a reason to do the control. Like what Hoodie Bombs did to him, Hoodie, you can see why Hoodie's in the song. You know what I'm saying? Al B's, I can see why Al B's is in the song when he breaks down respect value, and the reason why I
Right.
said your name first is because I felt like you're the only one that could go with me, and you're the first
Well,
person
and-
to give me an opportunity.
And to be sure that it's more of a friendly jab.
Right. That's why I started with you. Because you can take it. Right now, as we see, some of these niggas can't take it. And it ain't even about not taking it. Let me say this right. It's not niggas ain't taking it. Niggas don't know them. And by
So
not
they
knowing
don't know
somebody,
how to take it.
no, it's not even knowing how to take it. It ain't that. You gotta, hey, dude, you gotta earn that. Like I said, be the new gang coming up in Gotti's reign. And start sending messages. Oh, my bad, come. And start sending messages to Gotti saying that his guys was no good and fuck Gotti. You think it was gonna work? You think Gotti wasn't gonna send a goon? Or Gotti was gonna take that as you were saying hi? Didn't you do that to Best Guy Home? Joey Batman? That's what I'm saying. Is you're mentioning dudes that live life and they've graduated away from street life. But when you do shit like that, you wake up the street in people. Like, is this nigga serious? You better call me, I'll punch his face off. Even A1's old ass shit, like I said, you can't say that to A1. A1 would have already ripped him. See, that's the thing about it. Nobody's replied yet. A1 would have already replied that night. He would have woke up that morning to an A1 train back. I know this nigga. He wouldn't have went to bed. He would have let him back. Guess what else?
He wasn't pissed off.
No, not that. Not just that. When A1 seen him, he probably was going to beat his ass. Now, just say that too, after chewing him. He probably still going to touch his ass. Right or wrong, A1?
Well, yeah, you know I'm not that good battle rapper. Now, like I said, I thought
Like I
mic
said,
down and beat your
was
ass
you gonna
up.
take that?
You heard when I battle rap, nigga, I throw the mic down and beat your ass up. I mean, that's just, but that's where we come from. That's what Colorado is. But I know if I attack anybody like that, you know what I'm saying, I know what's going down. And I know not only do I have to wait for their album to come, nigga, I know I gotta be careful because I don't know who might try to run up and punch me in the face because they on his balls. That's the problem. See, I know.
See, in New York, niggas can have that kind of battle.
Yeah, they can do that. See,
That's their culture, though. It's recognizing the culture you in. That's all I'm
But
saying.
some rap battles go bad. Some do.
Some,
I mean,
hey.
and they wind up on World Star.
Right.
All right. Some do go bad.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm saying
people clowning and it go bad. You know?
Right. Tell them that. Just off jokes.
Just off
Just off standing there and your mama jokes and your mama
Nigga,
get
I
your
done
ass
seen it go
whooped.
bad. Nigga, poo poo, poo poo.
Like, I'm going to just say this, okay? It's hard not to people where people think you're always thinking on the racist level, but I'm going to say this. Black culture is one of the most intricate, funny sets of motherfuckers out there. They take shit different than 9 out of 10 cultures out there. They take it so far to the extreme, you be like, are you serious? I didn't say shit near that.
That's not what Jimmy Dean was saying last night. He was saying he likes white people because white people are different.
Right, no.
Different things.
But the difference is Negroes take shit different.
Take it different.
So what white people laugh at, a nigga act like you talking about his mama.
Talking about his mama.
And you looking like, I just said, and I ended with a ha 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 ha.
That don't matter.
Look at World Star and see how many ass whoopings we done seen over that. Matter of fact, it wouldn't even be a World Star if it wasn't for niggas acting like that.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? How can a website like World Star survive?
What you getting there?
I just a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But hey, y'all, let's take them to another music break.
yeah,
Find some more
we out
music.
here. Forget them something bomb. You ain't got their strawberries and bananas up close to them?
I don't have none of our music up today.
Oh, ain't
I was on one of those kids where I just
went off, just jam.
well, I kind of said that I was gonna bump everyone but us. So we're gonna be right back, guys. Man, this is One Love, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in at 2:00, and y'all gonna check the show that was supposed to run yesterday didn't run. So the show that's gonna run today on Caliwood Radio is the Breakfast Bowl, followed by the show that started it all, the mixtape review show with the Control Verse. And then tomorrow, you're actually going to hear yesterday's show on here on Caliwood. Back-to-back shows. Y'all stick with us, man. Much love. And I ain't gonna put that in your mouth.
Designated smoking spot in the parking lot. We gon' drink and smoke and then we gon' drink and smoke some more. Motherfucker, take a couple shots, I'm feeling myself. On patrol and hit the dance floor. Motherfucker, nigga fucked up, got me cutting the rug moves like I on this motherfucking floor. Yeah, only fucking with you, I don't dance, motherfucker, but I got a cool two-step though. Yeah, Obama shot at him, go down to the base of the party begin. Fuzz and nagels and lemon drive, with cocaine shots to the party dry. Bartender, ready play, double shots, all drinks on me. It's a party night and the ladies drink free. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. Me, but I gotta roll hell. This shit ain't for sale. If you wanna come fuck with me, come smoke free. Soon as the light go flare, nigga, I ain't never had no weed like this. Soon as you take your first sip, nigga, I ain't never been drunk like this. We get drunk and high, and when we get together, we get fucked. Just me and you get drunk and high, and when we get together, we get fucked.
Real rap, bitch. Huh. Cool Quay in the building. Huh. What? Y'all know what it is, man. A-Code. What's up? Let's go.
You catching Z's on me, but I done lost a lot of sleep to fantasies, homie. Yeah, I be the sickest, only the real niggas know me. Opposite of counterfeit, lyrics so authentic. Better watch your lips trick. Reppin' my city, put it down every day. Big ups Colorado, cause I'm in the box state. Who it be? It's Cool Quay, A-U-R-O-A. Mama ain't raised me to be broke. Daddy ain't raised me to be fake. I'm sticking to get it, I'm trying to get paid. I'm making moves, no triple play. Running this game like Nintendo. Blowing on that loud pack, call it that crescendo. You niggas ain't real rappers, y'all just pretendo. Like when they put the Reggie in the bag with the endo. SMH, y'all been broke. Earthquake flows, got you bitches shook. Keep trying to read me, little daddy, but I ain't your average book. I got a flood head when I brainstorm, call me Katrina. Bad bitches that roll with me got booties like Adina. Cause I still bump that swerve shit. Every day I'm hustling. Need that good theme music, motivate my struggling. Either with a backpack or a fast sack, I'ma keep murking the game, baby. Send me automatic, cause I still bump that swerve shit. Every day I'm hustling. Need that good theme music, motivate my struggling. Either with a backpack or a fast sack, I'ma keep murking the game, baby. Send me automatic. Your ignorance will have you leaking. Niggas, be quiet when you hear a queen speaking. Make you my concubine, getting freaking on the weekend. Watch your baby daddy, cause like TLC, I be creeping. Caught him over there winking. I'm allergic to the face, stay away from the hate. Call it what you want, bitch, I'm ready for debate. Mad at me cause I'm taking your place. Disrespect me and I'm breaking your face. Run up and get done, a bitch, you already know. Cool Quay ain't scared of no hoe. Keep fucking with me and you gon' end up with your casket closed. Got they jaws dropping like they grandmama's titties. Just come with big faces, my nigga. Hundreds and fifties. Blowing on the best pivot. All of my niggas with me. Smoking until we croak. Call it that Bobby Whitney. Whatever they holla at you, don't be mad, bounce back. Roll your eyes, flip your hair, girl, and pop your bra strap. I ain't got a front, bitch. I been knew I was the shit. Ooh, when you smell that, no, must be your upper lip. Cause I still bump that swerve shit. Every day I'm hustling. Need that good theme music, motivate my struggling. Either with a backpack or a fast sack, I'ma keep murking the game, baby. Send me automatic, cause I
still bump that swerve shit. Every day I'm hustling. Need that good theme music, motivate my struggling. Either with a backpack or a fast sack, I'ma keep murking the game, baby. Send me automatic.
Written the song of that.
Yeah, boy, we back. This your boy, Fat Mouth Willie. Don't play that shit right here. You're on OnePumpRadio.com. KSOS DB Denver. I got my, nope, not in your mouth.
My.
This day, we having a good time, man. You know?
Yes.
Hey, and we got the night on the channel. We got the doctor coming back. And just my opinion.
The doctor coming back.
That's right. With just my opinion. So make sure you tune in from 8 to 9. You know, we got some great information today. So you see how he is today, informed today. So I wonder what he got in store for us tonight.
Oh, watch me. I got something.
Yeah.
I'm going to go in on him.
I hate it.
I'm going to go in on him on a butt-naked chick on the stripper pole.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to go in on him like Dallas Florida. From broke welfare chicks.
I see.
Have you ever seen Dallas Florida from welfare chicks?
Nah.
Wow. Awesome. I'm talking EBT cards and all, buddy. I'm talking about this, that money you swipe. They throwing cards.
Huh.
So what y'all know about today other than the show tonight? What's up? What's on your mind? You had a long weekend, I know.
Yeah.
What products stood out?
Do we have anything going on this weekend?
Few things. I look at the calendar as soon as I sit down for this tostada.
All right.
I got this tostada over here.
Yeah, I hear you when they hit.
I think I'm gonna have to make a tostada if there's enough over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's served in the pan.
Sweet.
I got to put myself on the mode because I ain't even been able to get high good. I was so hungry.
You know what I can't believe, man? In Facebook, a lot of those groups that you get in, people try to sell you cannabis.
Yeah, man, that's stupid. I wouldn't buy from the police.
They try to sell you cannabis. They sit up here, this one guy, I don't know where he's from, but he always posting the spam of cons. If you are advertising on Facebook pages and anybody try to sell you cannabis, beware. It's either a sting or something, somebody trying to get you, because actually it's illegal to sell cannabis. Not unless you're a dispensary.
Wait a minute now.
So
these are police officers dressed up as police officers?
No,
These are
I'm calling them cops.
You don't know who they are.
It's regular people, James, just saying I got weed. Buy it from me.
Right.
That's the black eye to our market.
Now, how do you go about getting it? I mean, they be doing it from different states too, and that's what bugged me out. And people falling for it.
You can find it on Craigslist too.
And they falling for it.
Why wouldn't they?
So are these out-of-state people or in-state people? I guess I'm not understanding. Like, is it the same old thing with like the old caregivers advertising on Craigslist wasn't exactly legal either, but why?
I know people that did it.
Right. Well, and the reality is that yeah, I mean, you got to play by the rules, even if we all know that's bullshit. Yes, the rules are bullshit, but you got to play by it so we can change it. And we're working on it. Help us change those rules.
Right.
We were working on it. We are helping Michelle LeMay propose Proposition or Initiative 3, and we need your support.
Your support?
We need your dollars to help get signatures. We need your signatures. And when we put this on there, we're going to provide that a bill will be added for the people to vote on that removes all penalties for possession of cannabis. Financial and hard time, no more problems.
Excuse me. And that right there will end prohibition.
That's how you do it.
Effectively. I mean, still you have
Legally
to
it won't, but
recognize...
effectively it will.
Right. And then you still got to recognize, well, the next step really is getting all of those people who were put into jail in the first place over this. It doesn't grandfather them in, but it should. You know what I mean? Like we should excommunicate all of their sentences and get them out of there, extradite their sentences, whatever the proper terminology is there. I don't know. But
I see that Denver had scaled back the thing on the smell law.
I smell smoke too in my backyard.
Yeah. They said that you can do that in the backyard. There wouldn't be no problem outside. But 16th Street Mall, you can't smoke.
Places,
you can't.
right?
They say they don't even want you to vape down there if you got a pen.
They only or do not?
Do not.
Yeah.
And you can't have it visibly seen. Like you can't wear it behind the ear. Only like in the 16th Street Mall area.
Who does that though?
Bunch of people. I see it everywhere.
They hanging on a chain on their neck.
No, they have it hanging in their ear. Like you have the blunt
Remember
behind
we
the ear.
got one from one of our sponsors that we had. We still sponsor. They still our sponsor. The company in the vape pens.
Yeah.
All right. I can say anything. They have one that they hang on their neck.
That's good.
Yeah.
You're talking about blunts and the joints. Everywhere around here, you see a brother with a blunt hanging out the back of his ear on the bus stop. And they're sitting outside of downtown, you can still hang it on your ear.
With his pants hanging off his ass?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's not downtown.
Yeah. They got a rash amount of people snatching phones down there now.
Mm-hmm. They can't call the weed man.
I need the weed, man. It's time to get high.
Yeah. And that story that Ray was telling you about, go to Kush Chronicles. As we're speaking, I already had it set on my page to upload. So.
Wow, man. Eating and hosting.
Yeah, check out other great groups right here. Go to SmokeColorado.info. That's a site that tells you it's a social site. You know, you can meet thousands of people through the social site, or you can find out all the
VJams knows you can meet thousands of quality people because he approved them.
Hey, we got on that page. We got almost 19,000 people
up.
We got like 19,000 people. So make sure you go in there and join them groups so these people can be your friend. Friend these people so they can be your friend.
Friend these people.
Man, I don't. Okay.
Let's go in and
I'll
be
do it.
18,000
I don't have time
them.
for it, but I'll do it.
That's right. 18,000 of them. I'm friending all of them. You know, I take a little bit at a time, and I get to everybody to be my friend. But you know, I accept it. It's now is almost 19,000 people on there. So tell me, that is a great social site that's growing.
I know I pushed the button on damn near 12,000 people.
Right.
Oh man,
it's 18,000. I think it's 5,000 more. I got to answer.
Yeah. Oh no, since you seen the jump every day.
Yesterday, last night when I looked at it, it was like 5,000 before I went to bed. 5,268, something like that. That I had to accept. I was just friending people last night.
Look at it today.
That's it.
Motherfuckers on crack.
Look at it today. Social network.
I'm telling you, it's a wonderful thing. You can't complain.
Yep.
Some people would, but so what? They're complainers.
That's SmokingColorado.info. Check it out.
Like I said, as I'm speaking to you, I'm actually publishing that story about Colorado hashes out weed. I got the weed advertising rules on the page. And what Ray was talking about.
And that is Kush Chronicle, right?
Because in the weed advertising was where they talked about the display of your weed. That's what it was there on Kush Chronicles was on the page. Yeah, but
so some of these dispensaries have a leaf on their signs. Is that banned?
No, that's fine. That's not banned.
I see. So
you can't get advertising, or you can't walk around and advertise it in your hand. But as they said, already that's been under question because there's been marijuana ads on the billboard right outside of the stadium.
That's right. Yes, they do. And they run one down on Colfax. I think it was Synergy got one of them big signs up on Colfax.
That's what they're talking about.
You know what I mean?
That's the one they're talking about right there.
So I didn't see them make them turn it down.
No, they said no one has said nothing. But by law they could. That's why we're just gonna get stuff to prevent us from being in that position.
Yeah.
Because when somebody says take it down, we can say okay.
Yeah. No, we're not taking it down. We'll cover it up. Because by law it says if you're dead, you can't show it.
I guess I was looking at the aspect of our
ass. What ass?
Hey, you know something? Maybe we might need to design a new magnet for them.
Well, that's what I mean. We got magnets. We can take them down and put them back up.
No, just make one side black and the other side with the thing on it and flip it around. And still leave it right there. So all you gotta do, flip it around.
Why is it always gotta be about black and white with you?
Huh?
I don't know. Just sounded funny.
It's either daylight or it's night.
One of the two, Devin.
Hey, there's no in between. Alright.
Yeah, I'm alright, y'all, man. Y'all alright, man. We're all alright. Life is good. I feel good. You feel good. We feel good.
Oh, yeah.
And I like it.
This.
Alright, y'all. We got like 7 minutes to go. We're out of here. So I want to make sure that if there's anything you guys want to say before we're out of here, anything.
This is a good burrito.
Anything. That's it?
That's it. I'm smelling it.
Hi, Mom.
I'm about to jump over there.
Hey, Mom. You got something, DJ?
No, just tune in tonight.
Freaks! Oh. Alright, y'all. On that note, roll the blunt. fill a joint, slap one or two people, dab up, and do something for someone other than your goddamn self. And make sure if you notice anywhere around town, you see the SOS signs to get you to drop off a coat, please donate your coats to the Save Our Streets. You can see it at Famous Dave, boxes are at Medicine Man, boxes are at Boyd's Family Barber, boxes are at Frank at the cleaners over off of Parker and Joel.
And next week it'll be over there over Hampton.
It should be there tonight. We're taking it tonight. Over off the Hampton tonight. You'll see a box in there tonight. Also, I'm missing somebody. Damn you, right? I'll tell you tomorrow. On that note, y'all, we out of here. Y'all have a good one, man. Much love. I ain't gonna put nothing in your mouth. SOS.
Smoke one, sweetie.
Blinded by the lights. This movie ain't over. Take me by the hand. You feel a little colder. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you down. The heart has taken control. There's no one around. We're fading away. High off the ground. We're fading away. Lost and no found. We're fading away. Yeah, yeah. High off the ground. We're fading away. Yeah, yeah. Lost and no found. We're gonna take flight. Paper planes getting rolled up. Our dreams hit the fan. The pain of getting older.
I'm drowning now in the pool of thought. Who'd have thought I would stand right here now and you would walk? I ain't sure whether it's you, maybe it's me that I can't find. You're telling me I'm taking things too slow for this fast life. Running away or on the far side, I can't lie. Split me down the middle like apartheid. I'm just looking for the off switch to stop this. My mind's got me hostage, I've lost it.
I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you down. The heart has taken control. There's no one around. We're fading away. High off the ground. We're fading away. Lost and no found. We're fading away. Yeah, yeah. High off the ground. We're fading away. Yeah, yeah. Lost and no found. I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you down. The heart has taken control. There's no one around. 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 We're fading away. High off the ground. We're fading away. Lost and no found. We're fading away. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's everywhere. Hands in the air like we don't care. Cause we came to have so much fun now. Somebody here might get some now. If you're not ready to go home, can I get a hell no? Cause we gonna go all night till we see the sunlight. All right. We like to party, dancing with Molly, doing whatever we want.
Whatever you like to do.
This is our house, this is our room. We can't stop, and we won't stop. Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who got that light?
Party
We
light. Can't stop, can't stop,
and we
won't stop, won't stop.
We run things, things don't run. We
run
don't
this.
take nothing from nobody.
It's so gangsta, baby. Somewhere in America, my size is still twerking. Twerk. Yeah. Twerk. Twerk. Yeah. Twerk, Molly, 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 twerk. Yeah. Twerk. 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 Yeah. Twerk, Molly, 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 twerk. She did it for my mama. You can't tie a sweater over that air. The hotter than pajamas. We lay back blowing DVD. She make it hard to watch a flat TV. Whoa. I crept up behind her. Mommy threw it like a quarterback. I caught that like rice. I call mommy Montana. Bandana, tie the hands up. This is gangsta love. Pouring the rap CD, we gangsta. This ain't R&B smooth, ain't an R&B dude. Pour a glass of army, got mommy in the mood. Then she strips with me like the Moulin Rouge.
My homegirls here with the big butt. Shaking it like we at a strip club. Remember, only God can judge ya. Forget the haters, 'cause somebody loves ya. And everyone in line in the bathroom, trying to get us
Hold up.
in the bathroom. We all so turned up, yeah, getting turned up, yeah, yeah, yeah. So la-da-dee-da-dee, we like to party, dancing with Molly, doing whatever we want.
Whatever you like to do.
This is our house, this is our room, and we can't stop. We won't
I don't even want to stop though.
Can't you see it's we who own the night? Can't you see it's we who got that light? We can't stop, and we won't stop. We run things, things don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah, yeah.
Let's keep it smooth. Snap your fingers down.
It's our party, we can do what we want to. It's our house, we can love who we want to. It's our song, we can sing if we want to. It's my mouth, I can say what I want to.
Bring it back.
We can't
They can't stop us.
we won't stop.
Yes, sir.
Can't you see it's we who got that light? We can't
Stop, can't stop.
and we won't
Won't stop, won't stop.
We run things, they don't run. We don't take nothing from nobody. Yeah,
Yeah. I'ma just let this ride out.